when you have a massive goal, it requires a tremendous amount of humility. You're constantly putting your ego down here and squishing it away, pushing it so far away so you can learn the lessons. Guys, that reflection that I tell you guys to do and that I do for myself is so important to your growth. Here's how it's directly affecting me right now. So I've gone through periods in my life where I've filmed every single day in the gym from about 2021 to 2023. There might have been like a month break here and there, but it was pretty much documenting my wake up time, my lifting routine through actual videos in the gym. And I post a message of inspiration like on my story. And I love it. I love the accountability that social media gives. But there's another element of this that I can't help but reflect upon, especially since my last competition, is that I have goals so big personally. I want to total 1,000 kilos in powerlifting at under 100 kilos body weight and do it naturally. Over 1,000 kilos, honestly, to be frank with you guys, but that's at least the goal, you know? And knowing that that is so rare, it's going to take everything I've got. And I look at my example of leadership in telling you guys like not to be hooked on social media, not to be scrolling mindlessly, not to be consumers of motivation, but to live a life worthy of inspiring other people. And it's all good to get motivation, guys, but as long as you use it. And the other massive goal that I have, guys, is leading people to a life where they are that, is to help them unlock their goals, their dreams, their potential, get vices out of the way so they can have the clarity and then execute their mission with the right plan, detailed, focused, and systems. Like imprint these habits that work and lift them up, and then as a byproduct, lift their entire family up, lift society up, makes the world a better place. So I've got these two massive goals and they're not conflicting. However, my personal system, if I didn't have the humility to step back and say, hey, you being unfocused in the gym by having a camera on your last couple of sets, your heavy working sets, you're preserving energy for those sets. Maybe your form could be better for those sets if you didn't have the camera there trying to impress your best on everyone for a 15-second or a 30-second hit of inspiration every single day. You've had a lot of injuries. How about you drop the weight a little bit, humble yourself, and also train to failure on every single set leading up to that. Even if it's going to be your peak weight for the session, it can be a little bit less, but you're getting this tremendous amount of volume at the highest capacity. And that's what I notice, guys, when I'm filming my workouts, I save myself for those last sets. Whereas if I'm not filming workouts, when I take time off social media, my workouts are incredible. I have so much more focus. And that's what I want to share with you guys too. It's great to inspire people, but I don't want to inspire people at less than my best. And it's so deep. It's like you could have one feedback to yourself could be, well, there's your level up there. You have to train harder in the reps leading up to the big one. You have to train harder in the reps leading up to the biggest reps and then still have the focus. That could be one level up. Or the other level up could be taking the ego back, realize people are still going to be inspired by a photo of you showing up to the gym every single day rather than a video that takes 10 minutes to edit, 15 minutes to edit, half an hour to edit and post. There's better systems you can do it with. If any of you guys have heard me talk before, I'm massively driven to affect as many people as I can in my life. And so it really grips at me to be like, I've got to step back from the immediate result of affecting little people with that daily hit of inspiration to build a system that can inspire countless people later. It's the same mentality of adjusting your form in the gym, dropping the weight to refine it so it can be strong in all patterns of movement. So then when you get to the heavyweight, you don't get injured. It's the same ideology, guys. So my solution, and what I've been working on for a really long time, has been a membership website where I have exercise tutorials, nutrition tutorials, mindset, philosophy, a community, everything tracking all in one. I'm working on that right now. And I'm so excited to bring it to you guys. But it builds my system better so that I don't have to daily document the intense, rigorous workouts and can instead focus on my goal of 1,000 kilos. But also I can show up still with a more efficient way and inspire people to watch on their time so they're not hooked to the screen. So it might look, like I'm saying, guys, it might look like a short-term step back, but really it's a long-term investment. It takes that initial hit to your ego, but the trust in the long-term plan and perseverance. How many times has this lesson been applied across the other areas of my life? So you guys, always still getting on here and posting and relentlessly trying to pour value into you and to lift you people up, and to lift myself up by watching how you guys are pushing me as well. But yeah, man, I do not want to live a life where I do something that, where I say something that I don't do, where I say, hey, shouldn't be on your phone all the time, shouldn't be posting all the time unless you're trying to provide value. And quite frankly, guys, like, I need more time to get my goals done. And there's multi-facets to these goals. It's not an easy decision. And I know this will wrestle at me, but I just can't help but think about when I get to the end of my life, knowing what's within me, knowing how hard I want to train, knowing how much I want to push myself, knowing how much I want to test myself. If I haven't poured 100%, a true 100, not a 95% or a 70% or a 95%, I don't want any of that. I want 100%. I want to see what my body is fully capable of, my mind is fully capable of, setting myself to these extreme goals. I want to do it so bad. I want it so bad. But talking about it and not following through on it just makes you a wannabe. And I want to be a wannabe. I'm a doer, bro. Like, I love this life and I want to get the most out of it. Having systems, a systematic approach, allows you to have the time to not just hit this 1,000 kilo total, allows me to have the time to not just hit this 1,000 kilo total goal, but to also do the other businesses that I have so many other creative passions and outlets that I want to do. And I believe that through that short-term sacrifice of maybe impacting a couple people, a couple hundred. And at the time of recording this, I only have 240 followers and friends on Instagram and 40 on YouTube. But where I want to go with that, man, is I have like all these different creative outlets with cars and with lifting and travel, adventures, challenges, cooking even, man. Like there's so many goals that I have that I don't really want to talk about right now as I'm starting and initiating them. I'd rather keep them to myself. But I love documenting it and sharing you guys the lessons and overcoming the adversities and having the reflections and how to make the adaptations so you can continue the path. So this is the real-time coaching and the self-reflection. And hopefully you guys can take a leaf out of my book. If there's something that you can say is that even on the path of progression, when all the habits seem good, there is still a better way and there's still constant refinement. And my program, I'm telling you guys, works. But if I'm stepping above the program to do what's out of the program, just to talk about the program, it's kind of a self-defeating, it's like a fallacy. It doesn't benefit me and therefore brings my standard down, which brings other people down. So I'm figuring this out, bro. I'm figuring this out. I'm excited to find out what the refinements are. I don't think I'll change my mind tomorrow and be like, oh, this is just temporary. I love what I do. I love pushing myself. I'm still going to get up at 3:40 every single day for the foreseeable future. That's going to be at least 60 days. It could be 90 days. Until I've nailed the habits that I want to nail and ingrain with the things that are outside the wake-up time, I'm sticking to this wake-up time. Until I've made a monumental shift forwards in the direction where I want to go, this will remain the same. Until feedback gives me otherwise through my body, through my results, this won't be changing, man. I'm probably going to get earlier, to be honest with you. I want more out of my life and I'm willing to give it. But the principles that remain the same forever is making the most of every single moment. And whether that means that I need to have 10 hours of sleep a night to give the most in the other 14 hours of the day, or maybe it's 4 hours of sleep and give 20 hours of consistent effort. That's something you have to find out along the way. The path reveals as you walk it. It takes a step of faith, a leap of faith. But when you keep doing that over and over again, you learn how to catch yourself when you fail. And having that mentality, you can only fail forwards. So yeah, man, I'm developing this website. It's going to be amazing. So many ideas I've been working on for years on how to do this. And it's going to be so affordable too, man. It's going to be great. There's going to be so many resources. I'm going to pack so much value into this from so many different places. So you guys can have the complete fitness and mindset and spirit transformation, the raw truth, the tutorials, the community, the support, the live coaching every single day. There's going to be some new value poured into that. And so I'm grinding in that right now. I'm remaining consistent on my car business right now. I'm still doing my one-to-one coaching as well, guys. So you can hit me up if you want some help with that. But there's going to be that group aspect. And I'm so keen, man. I'm so keen. I have such a beautiful vision for it. And yeah, man, I'll document things as they progress and teach you guys the lessons I learned through it all. Anyways, I've just finished training very quickly. So I'm going to go home now and continue my morning process and, you know, get the kid ready for school and have a really tremendous day ahead. But yeah, reflect, man. Reflect. Have that time in solitude. Figure out where you're coming up short. If you do, like, you know, you guys went to school, you have a report card every single term. What if you could have that report card every single day to find out where you're coming up short? It's called a journal, man. It's called prayer. It's called thinking. And I'm trying to teach you guys to put the phones down so you can think for yourself. If my message ever inspires you to take action, turn me off. Just go, close the laptop, man. Go and do it. You don't have to keep listening. If you already have that spark, go. You're better off for it. What my job is to put that belief in you, that spark in you that says, hey, I'm going to get going. And then if you need to come back for some help, I got you, bro. But it makes me proud when people are like, hey, you got me going, man. Haven't seen you for a long time, but hey, thank you. And it's like, right on, man. That was the goal. I didn't need you to keep watching. I just want you to go, figure it out. Like the failure and the trying, and that's the best part. So yeah, fail fast, fail hard, but push harder to not fail again. And you're going to find the most value out of your life. I'm finding it now, guys. The harder I push myself, the easier things are getting. And it kind of scares me in a way because I'm like, dude, I'm loving the challenge so much. How much more can I find challenges? And because I love the physical challenges so much, guys, the overcoming the pain, I chase more of that. Like the cold showers. Like I'm running into the cold showers, man. I'm like, oh, I'm not afraid of this. I've been using this to train myself for like overcoming hesitation and fear and to build a mindset that's like, I don't run from stuff. I don't negotiate in times of temptation. I was using that for that. But now I'm like, bro, I like this. What's wrong with me? Nothing. Everything's right. This is how you're supposed to live. It's supposed to be difficult. And you're supposed to find enjoyment in the difficulties because it provides the growth and the perseverance and all the belief in yourself and the value in yourself. So here is a live example of how I can find more value. It's internally. It's finding out where I'm coming up short. It's mastery over and over and over again. And as you remaster and reflect and adapt and overcome, you gain so much more value out of yourself. So much more. There's always going to be another challenge, another mountain to climb, another opportunity, another stone you can find. You can overturn it and be like, oh, I can fix this too. Whenever I go for a powerlifting competition, guys, I've already finished that competition in my mind. I've done it so many times over and over and over again. Even if I prep for 1 week beforehand, like the last one I did, I've already won it. I'm on to the next challenge. What's next? How can I do the next thing, the next thing, next thing? When you do that and you have that constant goal setting and constant achievement and constant goal and constant achievement, you climb those seemingly insurmountable summits. And you're constantly looking for the next thing. And the person's on the spectators, the side of the field's like, bro, how'd you go with this? But I haven't even posted about the competition. I'm already so far beyond it. I forgot about it. Looking for the next thing keeps you grounded in growth. And that's another video to talk about how to constantly chase goals but remain present and happy with where you're at. It's a great lesson I've got there. But I won't go into detail on this one because I just want to make a short, sharp point and make videos that are condensed enough where people can get a key message for a relevant thing without having too long a time invested to find multiple lessons and they're kind of off a tangent. But yeah, that's a good video to make, so I'll do that one as well. All right, guys, I got to crush it today. You should too. 100%, all day, always. Let's get it.